Good evening. Brooks's Bass Chat here. Live chat. On Brooks's Bass Corner even. It's an impromptu one. Totally unscripted. Didn't know I was going to do this, but basically I'm at my gig that I'm doing tonight and we're setting up, building the stage, doing all the bits and bobs, and I've got a great mobile internet signal, so we can do a live chat. So cheers. Hope you're all well. On this glorious Saturday. It's not really glorious, it's pouring the rain outside, but anyway, dazzling. Everyone's safe and well. Hope the week's doing well for you. So if you want to talk bass, you want to talk gear, I'm on an Uncle Funk's Disco Inferno show up in Hertfordshire, public gig tonight, playing at the Drill Hall in Ware. Tickets still available, although not many. I think we're sold out virtually. I'll find out shortly. The Funkel's up on a ladder at the moment. But if you'd like to talk bass, you'd like to talk bass amps, bass guitars, bass speakers, bass effects, bass accessories, you want to talk about great bass players, feel free. If you want to ask any questions about tonight's gig, feel free. Basses haven't even got out of the gig bags yet, but I'm letting the fabulous sound man and the Funkel do their thing with all the gear and the lights and stuff. It's a lot easier to do it without me taking up room on the stage. Just turn the live chat on so I can see your messages. So rather than me try and move around a load of cables and all sorts, I'll let them crack on, and then when there's 10 minutes spare, once they've set that up, I can go and set my gubbins up. And we're travelling light today, just a pedal board and basses, but it's all good. It's all good. We played here last September, so if you saw the latest instalment of the Bass String Experiment that I put up last Sunday, that was for gig 14, which was here at the Drill Hall in Ware last September. So very rare that you play a venue like this twice so quickly. But the last event was for the Rotary Club here in Ware, and it was some sort of fundraiser, I think, ticket sales for them. But this is our own private booking, so the fact that we've sold out virtually, I think there's literally like 2 or 3 tickets and that's it, is pretty good really. Let me just show you, quickly pick up the tripod and the camera. So it's a fairly sizable affair, and it's all going on. But it'll be a lot of fun. It was last time. And yeah. So I hope you're all well. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope some of you have been out doing St Patrick's Day gigs yesterday. So I hope you didn't get too destroyed by the drunk fraternity. Basically power drink from like 8 in the morning until like 5 this morning. I've done my fill of St Patrick's Day gigs over the years. I think the worst was my car being used as a battering ram by a security guard at a gig, and basically he picked a guy up and kept throwing him into my car bonnet, windscreen, wing mirror, at which point the guy that was being apprehended decided to rip the windscreen wipers off my car and try and stab the security man. So my car got held as not an accomplice, but as part of a crime scene. I can remember those days. I certainly don't miss them. So there we are. So my days of doing all that stuff hopefully could be over. So I don't think I've done a St Patrick's Day gig since 2018, maybe 2017. Yeah, it was a good innings, put it that way. So I think I did gigs every St Patrick's Day from 1999 through till, it's got to be 2017 or 2018, and there was 1 year, so that would have been 2010, when I was in Israel for that. Actually, I tell a lie, 2010 and 2014. How do I remember this rubbish? I don't know, I haven't got a clue. But yeah. So thank you to everyone who's been subscribing lately. subscriber numbers are up. Thank you for all the likes, all the comments on the videos. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the purchases on the merchandise. That's much appreciated too. And the past 2 live chats have been fairly full on, 4 hours each time. And kind of once we get on a roll, it's base chat all the way, which is what it's all about. So thank you everyone who attends those live chats on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock here in the UK. Obviously we have loads of people from around the world on those live chats, but it starts firing off at 8 p.m. UK time. So if you're in the US, if you're on the East Coast, that'll be I think 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you're on the West Coast, sort of LA, San Fran, California way, that'll be midday your time. But yeah, so there's one this Tuesday, and then there's another one booked in for the Tuesday after. So who knows what the topics of conversation will be this week. It's quite rapid fire. There's lots of if we're all interested in bass stuff, it's all handy to know, and we all contribute to it. And I've learnt a load of stuff on there. And I think most people that come on there and have got questions or looking for pieces of advice, tidbits of advice, we try our best to give them what they need. Seems to be working, so thank you. I know this is all a little impromptu. I wasn't planning on doing this. I didn't think the mobile internet connection would be that good, but it's okay. Seems to be okay. I assume it is, and you guys are watching it, so if you're watching at the time, great. Let me know you're here. If you're watching this after the event, well, I'm sure it's fabulously riveting. So to give you a heads up on what's coming up on the channel, so literally this week I've been working on the workshop video for the Ibanez SR300 bass. Been working on it late into the early hours last night and this morning. Did a load more on it this morning before I came out to this show, and that hopefully, fingers crossed, will be ready and will premiere tomorrow, Sunday at 4 o'clock UK time. I'm hoping. I haven't got too much left to do on it, but I need to render it, and there's a couple of sped up moments where I'm doing boring jobs like restringing and cleaning frets, where I've sped it up. At the moment it's not tracking right in the video editor, but that could change when I render it. So hopefully it will all look great and sound great, and there's some good things in there. I've tried to make it not hyper technical, so for those of you who don't know how to set up a bass and clean a bass and what have you, you'll find some useful information in there. And for those who want something a little more in depth, there's some stuff in there as well. So that one hopefully will be up tomorrow. I want it to be 4 o'clock so it coincides with the time that the analytics have told me would be the best time to post a video up. If not, it'll be sometime into the evening. Worst case, it'll be Monday, but I'd rather get it on there tomorrow. And then there'll be a video for the Lakeland, which is over there in the gig bag, and that'll be getting the same treatment, so a thorough cleaning, polishing, do the frets, new strings, set it all up, intonation, action, pickup height, and then it'll be on to doing demo videos for both of them and review videos for both of them, and then hoping that will open the floodgates for me to have a rolling schedule to get all the other videos that I've got already backlogged up. But it's just having the time to do the social media for it, because there's no point, as I've said in the live chats past couple of weeks, no point putting a video up if you haven't got the time to promote it as well, because basically the video flies out the cannon and hits the ground. What you want is it to fly out the cannon and carry on going at that trajectory. Yeah, one of those. So you want a trajectory. So that's what I'm hoping. But yeah, this workshop video, I've tried to, actually I had to cut a load out, so the whole process took about 1 hour and 40 minutes. The video, once I cut the obvious bump out of it and kept the good stuff, that was 1 hour and 5. I've now got it down to about 31 minutes. So I don't want to waste your time trying to teach you how to wind a string. But if you want that information, let me know when the video comes out. Put it in the comments. I'll make sure in the next video that's included. But because there's so much to cram in, I don't want to string it out, so to speak. But it should. I mean, it looks good, and it kind of flows very nicely. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy it. If it achieves the same reception as the bass collection video, then I'll be very happy. So, and that's still racking up views left, right, and sideways. So it's all good. So if you, oops, sorry, I've just knocked the camera. So I'm sat at the back of the hall. Give you a perspective. So basically, it's all going on up there, and I'm down the back end, if you pardon the phrase, and letting the people who do that bit do it. And, yeah, I used to do all of that, but there's nothing worse than when you're there to do that and someone comes up and they don't know which bit they're doing. So yeah, that's all good. So thank you to everyone who's been subscribing lately. If you've wandered onto this live chat, it's a bit impromptu, but if you want to hit the subscribe button, that would be really appreciated. Give the video a thumbs up, that's good too. Hit the notification bell so you get notifications when I post up new videos and when I post on the community tab. And eventually, probably after this, I'll do the description box and there'll be affiliate links in there for bass purchases, guitars, accessories, gig bags, pedals, amps, what have you. There'll be affiliate links for Thomann and Amazon, and there will also be links for the merchandise store. Now, at the moment, we've got the merchandise shelf below this video and all the videos here on the channel, but for some reason YouTube was sitting on their hands authenticating the items. So I think at the moment all you can see are 2 bags. When I connected the store up to YouTube on my channel, it had 12 items. Well, actually it had more than that, it had hundreds of items, but because we can only show 12 on the shelf, it would then pick either the 12 that I picked out or the 12 that I'd automatically selected in the store. And then because of the authentication process that YouTube go through, all the items disappeared, and I've been literally left with a collection of bags. I did contact YouTube last week to ask them what the hell is going on, and they said I had to come back to them probably tomorrow to ask what the state of play was. So I'm still waiting to find out. So at the moment, anyone that wants to buy stuff, don't bother with the merch shelf because it's not working properly. Just use the links in the description box, which are in actually the description box of every video on the channel. So there's a UK and Europe store and a US and a worldwide store. The US and worldwide store have far more items than the European ones, but the best stuff, the best parts of that are in the European one. If you want a bigger selection, because I've only got 4 designs at the moment, there'll be some more coming up. If you want one of those designs on a greater range of selectable items, go to the US store if you're in the US or worldwide. The shipping costs from the US store to Europe or the UK is will probably put you off. And likewise, if you're in the US and you want to buy something from the European store, the shipping might put you off. So just use where your local store is for that. But I'm waiting on my samples. Sorry, I think there's a couple of t-shirts, a couple of tops, bag, mug, caps. Hopefully could arrive on Monday morning, so it's Saturday here at the moment. Hopefully will arrive on Monday and I'll be able to show them off on Tuesday's live chat. So can't wait to see it in the flesh after all this time designing and picking how it's all going to look. It's now audible. So thank you to everyone who has ordered merchandise already. I can see it in the app for this store. So thank you very much. And there will be a lot more designs coming your way. There's going to be some limited edition designs which will be on probably on t-shirts and caps, and then there'll be some seasonal things as well as we go through the year. So keep checking back for the merchandise, because it will change. It won't. It's not just what's there now. It will change, and over time, as I work out what things sell and what things don't, I'll start to slim down the shop a little, so it's not quite such a huge varied range of products. Because let's be fair, no baby's going to wear a baby grow with Brooks's Base Corner on it. I'll eat a hat if someone buys, or you can't buy one because I've taken those products off. But you get my gist. So yeah, we're with Uncle Funk's Disco Inferno tonight at the Drill Hall in Ware. All the disco hits, all of them, all three of them. No, 32, 33 songs tonight. It's full on. So this is our last show for a couple of weeks. There's not a huge amount going on over the next month or so, and then we start kicking in with the summer shows. So it's going to be really good. And it's a busy summer. We've got a lot of festivals coming up, and a lot of festivals all over the UK. And actually, our first trip with this lineup abroad. So we're going out to Denmark. We're playing at a festival. I think it's Billund in Denmark. We'll be there the first weekend in August, and we're playing on the Friday night, very late, around about midnight. So it's going to be a fairly busy weekend that weekend, because I've also got an ABBA gig and a Queen gig. So definitely going to be putting in the miles that weekend. It'll be great. Our festival show, big stage, big crowd. So look forward to seeing you, Billund. Lights are getting sorted at the moment, trying to hit the glitter balls that are in the middle of the room. They're trying to focus the lights on the glitter ball, so it creates a lovely effect in the middle of the room. But at the moment, the light is in between two settings, and it won't go in the middle. So I think we're just going to have to... There we go. That's got it. Let's see if that picks up. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. So basically you get streams of light coming off the ball. That looks great, Adj. The clever old dick, isn't it? Trying to get this tripod to flush on the table. There we go. So if you've got any questions about basses, anything that's been in the live chats the past couple of weeks, maybe you'd like to ask questions about, maybe you've watched some videos here on the channel and you'd like to ask some questions, feel free. That's what we're here for, or what I'm here for. So I just thought this would be a good way to kill some time while we're waiting to set the gear up. Not for me to set my gear up. The reason I'm here so early is I came here with the sound man. We live very close to each other, so it's a bit of a fuel split on the travel, and it means I get here early. Usually it's me doing the driving, but it's Rob's turn this week. So yeah, so I hope you're enjoying all the content on the channel. If you're following on social media, I've been trying to get back into the rhythm of daily posting. So I hope some of the stuff that I've been posting up has been informative, useful. Had a busy old bass week this week. So I went to the gallery in Camden on Tuesday, saw Martin and John and the other guys in the shop, and yeah, checked out some stuff in there. Had some great basses in. And then was speaking to Barry Morehouse from the Bass Centre a couple of days ago. Some possible additions to the Bassmasters range of instruments in there. So yeah, can't say any more than that, but we'll see what transpires from that discussion. I've got to go and see him at some point soon. I know he's very busy at the moment with Brian May guitar orders, so we're going to meet up very shortly and yeah, I think there's going to be some basses heading my way for review. So there'll be some nice jive basses and some of their power basses, and actually a few different things from the Bassmasters series. So all good, all good. Obviously, those demos and reviews will be here on the channel. So I look forward to showing you those once they're ready. I realise lots of you are probably watching sport or out shopping, but yeah. Welcome to setting up and sound check.
That's good. Yeah, that is good. I realise that it's near the floor, isn't it?
It's quite a thing. Do you think I used to do all this? So yes. So wherever you are in the world, hope you're having a great weekend. Hope if you're out gigging tonight, hope you have a good gig. Let me know if you're watching this, where you're playing. Don't have to be UK based, where are you playing in the world? Let me know. So if anyone out there who I actually know is abroad, maybe playing gigs abroad, or you might be on a boat, or you might be in a very exotic location, let me know who you're playing with, where are you playing. I'm at the Drill Hall in Ware. The most exotic thing about that is my headpiece, which you might get to see later on. We'll see. I guess really I should have had one of my basses. So for tonight's gig, we're going to do a little video for the bass string experiment series. So tonight is gig number 32. Gig number 32 with the Status Empathy, with the rotor sound strings. So we'll do a little snippet for the resulting video. So over there in my gig bags, Status Empathy, of course, and I bought the Lakeland Skyline 4464 that I purchased a couple of weeks ago as backup. It's going to be going in the workshop this week for setup, cleaning, new strings, all of that. So I just thought if I need a backup, I'll use that. I suspect it won't. Fingers crossed and all that. So we'll see how long these strings are going to last. So like I say, we're on gig 32. We could get to gig 40. Who knows, we could get to gig 50. We will see. So the point, actually, the sound man was asking me earlier. I said, so what point are you going to replace those? I said, well, if a string breaks, then clearly that's the end of the experiment. But if the tuning starts to go, round about gig 40 or so, then that would also lead me to change the strings, because then I simply can't use them on a gig if the tuning is going to keep going out. But if they stay consistent, we'll just keep going until a string snaps or the tuning goes. Because that's the joy of that Status Empathy, is that the 3-band EQ is so extensive that you can dial in and dial out pretty much anything and everything. So yeah, the only thing that really changes, or has changed, is pretty much the feel of the strings. So at the moment, the E and the A string are getting quite dead, but the D and G are still quite bright. We've still got a fair bit of, I'd say zing, but it's not zing anymore. But they've got twang. Yeah. It's a long time since they were new strings. July, in fact. But, yeah. So there we go. So if you're just tuning into this very impromptu live chat, this was not planned at all. Welcome. Brooks's Bass Corner. Mike Brooks here. Good afternoon. Hope you're having a great Saturday wherever you are in the world. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever of those is appropriate. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's good with your bass playing. Hope all your gear's working fine. If you've got any problems with your gear, or maybe you've bought some pedals, don't know how to link them all up, get them all working properly, ask me. I might be able to help. If I can't, then some of the other people on this live chat might well be able to do so. If you're watching it after the event, you can still communicate, even though the live chat window will be gone. You can communicate via the comments section. So leave a comment. As soon as I get a notification, whether it's later today, tomorrow, a week, a month, a year, as soon as I get a notification, I'll reply to that. So keep good. If you're thinking about buying some new gear, new bass maybe, new amp, new effects, maybe looking to get some accessories, new gig bag, want some advice, ask me. If I can help, I'm happy to do so. It's all coming together now. There's glitter balls everywhere.
Well, there's something down here on the...
There's a lot of cases.
Yeah, they can...
What are we doing for time? Got an hour till sound check. It's getting there. Slowly. Any of you going out to see gigs tonight? Maybe going out to see a famous singer, famous band? Who are you going to see? Let me know. If you want to get involved in the live chat, so we're on the mobile app here, clearly. So underneath this video window on the mobile app is the live chat window. If you're on the desktop version, it's that way. Put your insertion point in, type your question, your comment, press send. I'll see it as soon as it pops up here on the screen. If I can help you in any way, I'm more than happy to do so. So as I said earlier, very minimal setup for me tonight. So there's a couple of basses, mic stand, microphone, obviously. No amplification. I'm purely pedal board tonight. So on that board is my smaller board. So Boss TU2 tuner pedal, Digitech drop pedal. What else we got on there? Aguilar filter twin, EBS octave pedal, and Aguilar tone hammer, DI preamp pedal. That's it, minimal. Nice, quick, easy pack up for me tonight. Because when we played here 6-7 months ago, it was really boomy in here. It's a bit like a gymnasium kind of thing. It's all hard surfaces. So the frequencies are just flying around, bouncing off everything. There's nothing to soak any frequency up, apart from a curtain at the back. But so you don't want too much bottom end, because it will just flood and just bounce around and make the mix a nightmare. And we had a bit of that last time, because it's not a solid stage, it's a raised stage. So literally bass frequencies, if there were any on the stage, would come down and out. So our subs are on the side. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We'll have various band members turning up shortly. Then it will get really noisy, so I'll probably have to end this. But we're all right at the moment. Just check if anything's popped in. No, it's just me talking to you. I think one person's watching at the moment. It says 2 people, but there we go. One person. I can see you. I don't know who it is, but I can see you. So like I said, I'll put affiliate links and merchandise links and social media links and all of that into the description box for this video. Probably do that tomorrow once this is uploaded. It's all quiet. So yeah, if you want to talk about bass guitars, bass amplifiers, my basses are over there, but I don't want to go and get them because basically you'll be looking at an empty screen. And people might log on to this and think, the hell is going on there? It's just an empty live chat. It's not. But it's a fair old walk over there. But whoever's watching this, because I can see you, if you want me to go and get my bass so we can have a chat about it, let me know. So yeah, after this show, we actually don't have anything for a number of weeks, and I go back into. I've got Queen tribute shows pretty much for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, for about the next 5 or 6 weeks. So it might be there's some more impromptu live chats when I'm on the Queen shows. Maybe. Ah, 2 people. Welcome, live chatters. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. If you're out playing today, let me know where you are. I'm currently at the Drill Hall in Ware. We're setting up for our gig with Uncle Funk's Disco Inferno tonight. There we go. It's all going on. All very high tech. But this is a great gig to play. I love playing these songs. It's great for a bass player. Literally all the songs we play are bass layered. It's fabulous. It's a lot of fun. You know, we're a 9-piece band. It's off the scale. Excuse me. It's the Diet Coke coming back. At the moment I'm being blinded by glitter balls. And that'll be the case all evening probably. Excuse me. So if you frequent the live chats that we do here on the channel, Tuesday nights, 8 PM UK time, London town, UK, and we cover everything to do with bass. So we have people from all over the planet getting involved, asking questions, solving questions, and that's what it's all about. Hey, Peter Deegan. Enjoy the bass drum sound check, or is it done yet? It's not done yet. He hasn't even got the kit up. They're still in the cases. Yeah. Now, it should be okay. We're trying to keep minimal bass frequencies flying around, so we'll see how we go. We've kept the subs to a relative minimum. Normally it'd be twice as many, but we're kind of keeping, I wouldn't say stripped back, but it's just you don't want to over-egg the pudding in here, which is kind of what happened 6-7 months ago. We didn't know how it was going to play out, and the frequencies just bounced all over the place. And because it's kind of I don't know what that's meant to be, but like not semicircular, but yeah, it's like that. So it's just everything that's going to fly around. But we'll know once we sound check. Don't worry about it. We've got 5 people on there now. Thank you. 4. The number is going up and down like a tart's drawers. So thank you if you're attending. Welcome. And this is all very impromptu. I didn't let anyone know I was going to do this. Didn't know until we got here that there was going to actually be any mobile internet reception. But there we go. So as I said, my bases are on the other side of the room. It's a fairly long old walk, and if I go and get them, if anyone comes on this live chat, you're just going to see a chair with a brick wall and a blue door. But if you would like me to go and get my bass, and we can talk bass, I'm more than happy to do that. So tonight is gig 32 for the Status Empathy with the Rotor Sound strings. They've been on it since 27th or 28th of July last year. So tonight is gig number 32. So I'm just nursing them through at the moment. We'll see how many gigs that they actually do in the overall scheme of things. But you know, 32 shows for a set of £20 strings isn't bad going. I put up episode 14 last Sunday. So funnily enough, that gig was here at this venue. And that was last September. So it's all coming together now. Drums will be going up very shortly, I suspect. Just getting the final bits on the lighting truss that goes at the back of the stage sorted. That then gets put up, then drums come out, and then we start dealing with all the mics and stuff for the various instruments. So normally I wouldn't be here necessarily this early, but the sound man and I have come from basically the same location, so we've done a car share today. Keep the fuel costs down between us, and it does mean I need to be here like about an hour and a quarter earlier than I would normally get here. There's a phone call. I will be back.